Having finally made its way to the screen, Neil Gaiman is looking back and crediting Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin for the Sandman. Gaiman's comic book series launched at DC Comics in 1989 and revolved around Morpheus, also known as Dream, one of the 7 endless beings and the ruler of the kingdom of the dreaming. After being captured in an occult ritual and held captive for a century, Morpheus escapes and embarks on a quest to retrieve his totems of power in order to restore his kingdom after it fell into ruins in his absence. Gaiman spent years working to ensure any adaptation of the Sandman remained faithful to his source material, shutting down various film treatments and a series pitch from The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke. Gaiman would eventually partner with The Dark Knight's David S. Goyer and Wonder Woman's Allan Heinberg to develop a TV series at Netflix, primarily borrowing stories from the collections Preludes and Nocturnes and The Doll's House for Season 1. After 3 years of development and filming, The Sandman premiered on Netflix this past weekend, and the man behind the fantastical world is sharing his love for one major player that helped get it off the ground. In a recent interview between the two hosted by Netflix totems, Neil Gaiman reflected on the creation of the Sandman with George R.R. Martin. The comic book and show creator recalled his initial failed pitch to the Game of Thrones author for a story in his Wild Cards franchise and how Martin's rejection ultimately led him on the path to creating the Sandman.